It's not failing. It's just different.
Because I didn't brush my hair, so I just threw on a hat.
And I'm sorry, Joe, but your beard is no longer the finest beard I've ever seen.
Whatever.
Who's this then?
Girl.
Maybe have a wank before coming online next time.
Oh,
Jesus.
Why is my beard not the finest one you ever seen so far? Like, what
It was
changed there?
so far, but this day there was a man walking by my apartment, and he had just this amazing fluffy beard that went sideways, downways, and slightly upwards.
sounds like it turned you on.
No,
I like mine
it was
straight.
very confusing. I couldn't stop watching, but it was very confusing. My girlfriend turns me on, but that's a different story.
Oh, how's her beard?
Hey!
I bet that guy doesn't have 1,500 followers on Instagram.
Oh Jesus, Joe.
Jesus
Oh, don't
Christ.
get sad on me.
Joe, did you get 1,500 followers already?
Oh, don't become the
Very-
influencer,
I'm
dude.
like very close, dude. I get like 50, 60 a day or something.
Jesus
Don't
Christ.
go-
Ridiculous.
Jesus.
Jeez. Give me a plug. Give me a plug. I need more followers. Give me a plug.
But for real, like like it's interesting at the same time. Like it's annoying because day in and day and night, man, I am getting constant messages on this fucking.
Oh, poor you, Joe.
There's gotta be fucking like
Oh.
hundreds of them, and half of them are dudes who,
Looking for a bear.
want me to be a bear.
Mm-hmm.
The other half are females who want me to be a sissy.
Oh, they want you to be a soft boy.
Yeah, it's amazing.
With that beard? How?
right? It's amazing how the
No, but
like-
Coins, that's the point. Like a hard-looking guy, but that is soft. Actually, that's like
Right.
the turn on.
right,
Yeah.
like half of them are like dominatrix, and oh my god, it's just so weird how many messages I wake up to.
Well, you already have a dominatrix, so don't get any ideas.
Yes. It kind of reminds me like these guys at the gym that get really, really, really buff, and the more buff you get, like the less women are interested, and the more men are saying like, "Oh my,
yeah, yeah.
Dude, you
oh
look
my,
good. You look
very
good.
good." Yeah.
It's the same way with the longer the beard gets.
Yeah.
fucking weird.
There's a thin line of beard length.
But Coins, I remember at the gym we went, like there was this one guy that actually looked like an ox.
Yeah,
Like he was ridiculously muscled.
I've
and
seen him in
I-
the mirror. Yeah.
But I specifically remember that like being in his proximity like had this tension about it. Like there's a level of muscleness
Yeah.
where people are like just intimidating by aura, basically.
Yeah. Yeah. This guy was like, he was so buff. Everybody around him was like, "Damn, dude, you better be nice."
Yep. And most often they are like the softest guys in the gym.
Yeah. Like
The
they
bigger
have
they are,
they have
the
nothing
nicer.
they have nothing to prove, basically.
I'm glad I never went to a gym.
It shows, Owen. It shows.
Oh, you have no say in that, mate. You've never seen my body.
I have.
And she says it shows.
man.
Oh.
You got called out.
Is everybody in the server or
Nope, sorry,
Oh.
I completely forgot.
completely forgot we're playing D&D tonight?
What are we doing here again?
Right?
Hanging
I'm
out.
just hanging with you guys.
I'm perfectly fine with just
Man.
hanging because I haven't prepared anything. So
No, I didn't insult him. I only stated that I
You s-
Wait, Coins, can you try something for me?
depends.
not anymore.
Can you disable the noise suppression on Discord? Because I noticed that when I did that, Joe had like a hard time hearing me sometimes, and it completely went away when I got rid of it.
I've gotten rid of it right now.
Okay.
It's
I
because
wanna
you're
see-
soft.
I'm a soft boy.
I wonder if like your voice is not gonna like blow out when you talk a bit louder, because sometimes it does.
Well,
Yeah, with that noise suppression.
the point is on that particular thing. I think like Discord has a setting that limits the amount of volume you can put through, just
Yeah.
to save everybody for people just blasting loud music um, for an hour or something. You know.
Oh man, I was about to put up some DJ Khaled.
Another one.
Isn't he the guy from the toothbrush commercial?
Isn't
What?
everybody?
Yeah, he's like a motivational toothbrush guy on a commercial.
Oh, I would believe that.
He is. DJ Khaled, right?
Yep.
Yeah. He's on a commercial that we have here for brushing your teeth or something. Let's see.
Brush your
what?
teeth, brush your goddamn teeth.
Hold on. He's for sure. DJ Khaled.
If it turns out to be Samuel L. Jackson, I'm gonna laugh my ass off, Joe.
It's not.
It's actually Will
Yeah,
Smith.
yeah. It's a car insurance. Yeah, it's a car insurance commercial. DJ Khaled helps you brush your teeth for 2 minutes.
Well, that is really, really, really scary. Like brushing my teeth, Chichi Khaled just
It is.
takes
Look
it
it up,
over.
Sal.
I will. Have you guys seen what's the actor called again that plays Morpheus in the Matrix? Lawrence Fishburne?
Yeah.
Yes.
Yep.
There's this video clip of Samuel L. Jackson in an interview where the interviewer, a white interviewer, gets him mixed up with
Oh
Lawrence
yeah.
Fishburne.
Yeah.
That is so good. And
Yeah.
Samuel L. Jackson is like, no, I'm the other black guy.
Right? I'm not Lawrence Fishburne.
Lawrence Fishburne does the car commercial.
We don't all look alike.
Man, that interviewer was like going down there. Oh.
Oh, that was painful to say the least.
And I think there's no better person to do that whole shtick than Samuel Jackson.
Oh. Well, seeing as we're all here,
Well, figuratively.
I'll win on LSD.
figuratively, I'm here.
This is just my psychic effort speaking to you lot. I've hacked the internet with my brain.
Mushrooms it
Haven't
is.
We all. Rudolph, Seraphim, Trish, you are situated on the 4th floor of the tower aptly named Von Richten's Tower. What do you do?
What time of day is it?
Late afternoon-ish? Going on dark.
Yeah, you said that it took a couple of hours to get here, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. Rudolph, explain to me. You said there's an anti-magic field here. Did you create that?
Well, wasn't me. I just found it like this, but I'm willing to recognize the tower's powers and stay here as a safe place. I'm pretty sure it was done by the wizard Kazan.
Oh. Tell me all about him.
I don't know. I'm just wondering here, DM, do I know about this?
Well, I'm sure you read like the name Kazan, and seeing as you've been here a while, you have informed yourself with the nature of Kazan. And as far as you know, as far as you can tell, Kazan was the architect of Castle Ravenloft. And after he completed Castle Ravenloft, he made a little tower for himself.
Well, I'm gonna relate this to Seraphim. What the man in the sky said.
Okay, well, good to know. Do you said that I could also be helped with a protection spell that you put on me already in Valaki?
Well, the protection spell I gave you was only temporary, and unfortunately, I'm going to have to do some more spells on you to treat you against Night Hag's nightmare. But we cannot do this while we're inside this tower, you see. So if you'd like to follow me downstairs, I'm more than happy to do a ritual to help you.
Okay, sure, yes. Well, I need all the help I can get on this matter.
Ah, yes, you do. So, we're gonna go to the elevator? Go down. Trish, make yourself at home, stoke the fire, have a look around, get comfy. We'll be back shortly.
Get comfy.
Get comfy.
Trish is like falling asleep as we leave.
Yep.
Maybe find a board for that window you smashed.
Right. So basically, Trish, I would imagine you would move right around here, and Rudolph and Seraphim would move around here.
We have no map. And,
I don't get a map when I double
Me
click.
neither.
Really?
I see something.
All the way in the top.
Oh, Joby,
Yes.
was your phone turned off the past few days?
Yes.
I may have sent you a suggestion on WhatsApp for the coming sessions.
As soon as I find where my son has bit my phone, I shall be sure to check.
Oh
it.
shit, not again.
Again!
No.
Wow!
We've been sorting the house out, and it's just absolute chaos here. So I'll come across it at some
Okay.
point.
All right.
Okay. Oh, Joe goes to Mars. There
If
it
it's
is.
something that's going to impact tonight's session, so I'll just send it to me in Discord.
No. But I'll send it to you in another way.
In another way.
Morse
Another
code
one.
by tapping my crotch. Oh yeah.
All right. You guys see the map, right?
Yeesh.
Yes.
Yes.
So Trish moves out of the way. I imagine.
Yeah, I'm just gonna sit on the bed, relax a bit.
All right. Putting her fanny on the pillow. Seraphim, Rudolph go downstairs,
Hugging each other.
hugging each other.
The only way.
Oh, here we go again. So, Seraphim, might me tell you about Night Hags. They carry
Yes.
2 items that you need to possess to get rid of everything that is happening to you. You see, Night Hags can travel between here and the other ethereal plane. Ignore the man waving. But anyway, they control this power through a gem that they hold, a half-stone. You need to get this to stop them going to the ethereal plane. And second of all, which is more important to your situation, we need to get the soul back from them. It is what is trapping your soul inside her. Well, she's going to trap it inside it. Which ultimately kills you, and she's going to sell your soul to the devil itself.
Oh, I would not like that. No.
No, so when we next take her, we need to remove the gem from her possession. And then we can take her on and keep her here into the material plane.
Well, is she able to see through invisibility? Because I could make us all invisible and we could try and steal it.
Let me check my notes. Just grab my book.
Yes.
Again. Yes.
Coins, you're muted.
It's under the G for Google.
Yes.
Oh, we're allowed to Google shit? Let me have a hand at it.
No. No.
Curse of Strahd
Rod.
PDF.
Okay.
G3.
It doesn't appear that she can.
Oh,
For some reason, I've affected Siri somehow.
Yes. Okay, but what do we do now exactly?
Well, right now, I need to take her hex off you. But I must leave the tower to perform the spell. You will see, I'm a physician. I can do this. Just wait until this lovely elevator ride finishes, yes?
Yes, but for something so powerful, a tower like this, the elevator is dreadfully slow.
I didn't build the place, sir. I merely live here.
Yes, just wondering.
Kazan really loved elevator rides. Like, really loved them. Trish, as you're looking around the room from your bed, give me a perception check. With a 19, you see on the desk right there some sort of book, some sort of manuscript.
Interesting.
You're all alone in this room. What do you do?
Well, I get up and I go sit down at the desk and read this book.
All right. You grab this book, and as Seraphim and Rudolph are moving outside, you can hear the outside door open and close. You pick up this manuscript, and on the front it says Diary of Rudolph.
Oh, I'm gonna start
For more
just like
than
flipping
3
through it.
decades now, I have
Try to get
undertaken
the highlights.
to investigate and expose creatures of darkness to the purifying light of truth and knowledge. Hero I am called in some circles, sage and master hunter in others. That I have survived countless supernatural assaults is seen as a marvel among my peers. My name is spoken with fear and loathing among my foes. In truth, this virtuous calling began as an obsessive calling to destroy a vampire that murdered my child, and it has become for me a tedious and bleak career. Even as my life of hunting monsters began, I felt the weight of time on my weary shoulders. Today, I am a man who has simply lived too long. Like a regretful lich, I find myself inexorably bound to an existence I sought out of madness, and seemingly must now endure for all eternity. Of course I shall die, but whether I shall ever rest in my grave haunts my idle thoughts and torments me in my dreams. I expect those who think of me as a hero will change their minds when they know the whole truth about my life as a hunter of the unnatural. Nevertheless, I must reveal, here and now, that I have been the indirect yet certain cause of many deaths, and the loss of many good friends. But mistake me not, I do not merely feel sorry for myself. Rather, I have come to grips with a devastating realization. I see now that I am the object of a baleful Vistani curse. More tragically, the nature of this hex is such that I have not borne the brunt of it. Instead, far worse, those who have surrounded me have fallen victim to it. I have related to the tragic story of how my only child, Erasmus, was taken by the Vistani and sold to a vampire. I explained how Erasmus was made a minion of the Night Stalker, and that how it was my miserable part to free him from that fate at the point of a stake. What I have neglected to illuminate before is how I tracked Erasmus's kidnappers across the land, or how I extracted the whereabouts of my son from them. In fact, the Vistani took Erasmus with my own unwitting permission. They had brought an extremely ill member of their tribe to me one evening and insisted that I treat him. But I had taken to drink in those days, and under the spell of the bottle, I was unable to save the young man's life. In fear of their retribution, I begged the Vistani to take anything of mine if only they would withhold their terrifying powers, at which at the time, I knew nothing. To my astonishment, they chose to surreptitiously take my son in exchange for their loss. By the time I had sobered and realized what had occurred, they were already many an hour gone. Incensed beyond reason and driven by rash impulse, I strapped the body of the dead young man to my horse and doggedly followed the Vistani caravan through the woods, naively allowing the sun to set before seeking shelter from the night. After darkness fell, I was beset by undead that would have slain me, had not their master, a lich, intervened and spared my life, for reasons that I still do not completely understand. He somehow detected me, and with his powerful magic, took control of a pack of zombies that had wandered in the forest. He spoke to me through the mouths of the dead things and placed a magic ward against undead on me. Then animated the body of the dead young Vistana man and bade it to tell me where I could find its people. Fortunately, I say in hindsight, the plan worked. I found the child stealers, and as my unwelcome entourage became a growling horde of voracious undead that could not touch me, thanks to the Lich's ward. I threatened to set the zombies on the Vistani unless they returned my dear boy. They replied that he had already been sold to the vampire, Baron Matus. Something inside me snapped. I released the zombies and the entire tribe was eaten alive. Yet the story has not ended there. Before she died, the leader cursed me, saying, "Live as you always among the monsters, and see everyone you love die beneath their claws." Even now, years later, I can hear her words with painful clarity. A short time later, I found my dear Erasmus made into a vampire. He begged me to end his curse, which I did with a heavy hand and a sinking heart. The darkness had torn him from my loving arms forever, and I foolishly believed that the curse had exacted its deadly toll. I wept, and as my heart emptied, so did arise to insatiate desire for vengeance that I fear I will never quell.
Luke,
Probably need to spend 2 weeks doing that, but yeah.
very well done.
Yeah,
Well-
nice.
Trish, this is what you read in this journal.
Yeah, I leave the journal, but I will definitely gonna keep that in mind and gonna have a conversation about that. At the very least with Seraphim.
Mm-hmm. All right. Let's cut back outside. Von Richten, Rudolph, to his friends, and Seraphim, no last name given. You're standing outside. What do you do?
Ah, goddammit, the door's shut. We're gonna have to do that silly dance again.
Oh,
Thank
yes.
But anyway, while we're here, let me treat those wounds of yours. And I'm just gonna grab Seraphim by the fucking head. And do a lovely, greater restoration on you.
Ooh.
So, boom. There's no actual dice roll, so...
And what does it do exactly?
Well, the Night Hag will no longer be contacted.
Oh.
You're free of any curse, and you are
Oh.
fully healed.
Ooh.
Actually, don't get hit.
What?
Your mind is healed, but not your body.
DM, please. I see you eager to say something.
Well, remember that I told you to remember your hit points.
Yes.
What was it? Your maximum?
My original health was 44.
You're back at 44. Instead of 20 something.
6. Oh yeah, there you go. Oh, that's funny. It changed in my sheet, but not on the combat tracker. Okay. I feel so much better already.
Come on, let's go in for the night. And I lead back to the door. Do you want to do the silly dance?
Well, I assume I almost made a mistake last time I did this. I think it's better if someone with more experience goes about it.
I hate this part. Always takes hours to get in. Man in the sky, show me the photo!
Alright, here we go.
These bras. So, and, then, then, and the door shut up.
Nailed it.
The door swings open once more.
Come along, my friend. Time to rest. We're gonna have to go through the elevator again.
Oh God. I just follow you back up. DM, do I like sense any difference besides my HP from just before?
Not really. You feel invigorated. You're still kind of hurt. But you don't feel anything different vis-a-vis the Night Hag at the moment.
No. Okay. Okay.
Hockey.
Hockey.
You're going back inside. The door's open.
Yep.
Yes. Got the elevator, we go.
Alright, I will do you here and here. And the elevator moves up once again. It's nice to have a moment of rest in an otherwise hectic campaign, don't you think?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Very.
Gives you a moment
Very.
to reflect on those you've killed, those you've lost, the way things used to be, the way things
Those-
are now.
The ones you've orphaned
Indeed. The ones you're orphaned, yeah.
and orphans you've killed.
Also, yeah. It's a smorgasbord of killing, basically, that you have done. in these unknown lands that you have been transported to. No, just over a week ago, if I remember correctly.
Yeah. It's idiotically short.
Yeah. People say genocide takes a lot out of you, but
No, if you got it down to a fine art.
everybody seems quite alright. You hear the golems downstairs pulling on the chains. The elevator just keeps on moving.
Keeps on trucking.
Keeps on trucking. And upstairs you hear Trish putting back a chair that she was on. You don't need to roll perception. You can hear, you can discern the sound of a chair being shoved on an otherwise empty but stone floor. You hear her pitter-patter as her light feet move back to the bed. You hear the creaking of the bed as she takes place on the bed once more. You remember that last time you were here, things didn't go as planned. You got a journal that didn't belong to you, that outed one of your allies as being Strahd. And you enter the top floor once more. What do you do?
I'm just gonna move back over to the desk and sit back down and just lean back. I assume you brought wine?
I look at Trish.
No. No, why would you assume that?
Well, I did ask you when we was in the tower. I said,
Oh,
could you
yes.
get just yes. Food and refreshments. We're having a party. The sorts.
Right. It's in the backpack. Where can I put it?
Wherever
On the
you'd
stove?
like. Put it on the stove. No. Well, do you want mulled wine?
Why not?
Warm the cockles, eh? That's.
I mean,
that's-
it's
Idea
pretty
of
good.
just-
I could go for some glue wine.
Get it on the cooker then. Just start cooking. I must ask, your party is a lot smaller than when I met you with you in Barovia. Where is the rest of your party?
Oh, we don't actually know. We lost them somewhere in the swamps. They foolishly attacked Baba Lagisa, and we two were the only ones to get away. And even then, it was quite narrowly.
Yes, very narrowly. We've never found their bodies, though, so I assume they were
We also never
maybe taken away.
we also never really went looking for their bodies, did we?
Well, I went back.
Oh yeah, that's right.
Yeah. Can only assume she's taken them to Castle Raven.
Why do you think that?
She sells the souls.
Wait, what?
She sells souls.
I swear I've read this. Let me look through my book again.
She sells soul cells by the seashore.
She shows. By shisha, shisha, shisha. Na, 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 na.
Does that work? Would that mean that they are still alive?
No, I'm getting it confused with the night. I can only assume that they're dead.
Well, we're not certain of it. And, wait, Trish, didn't someone say that there was a person called Zuckhead that moved around these parts?
Right. The bartender.
Yes.
He mentioned that a person named Zuckert might have gone in spirit form to
Yes.
cathedral in what's it called?
It would be Kresk.
What? I thought they said it left
Yes.
town westwards.
Kresk is.
And I have to say, like, it is such a strange name. There cannot be many people that go by it.
No, indeed.
Well,
Enough of the. I've got to ask. Enough of the small talk. When you was here last, I was not here, and I come home to a broken window, a certain book missing.
oh, yes. It pains me to say that, Strahd has acquired the book from us. Against our will, really, but he has done so nonetheless.
Does Strahd know who's in this tower?
I don't believe so, but he was here. He stood over there, and I point to the spot where Trish and I found out Vasily was indeed Strahd.
Vasily von Holt?
Yes,
Yes.
Strahd was changing his appearances, and in a way that was quite hard to discern. Trish and I only found out after we read his book.
Ah, Vasily von Holt. Don't you find it interesting that me and him both spoke on many occasions, both in alter egos and disguises, not knowing what either one was doing?
That is very interesting. But I would have imagined that this place would not have been as accessible to him. But indeed it was.
He knows the way in now. Cannot stay here too long.
What
Mr.
is
DM?
your... Oh.
Listen. Is Kazan back in his place, or...?
No, because wait, the last help me remember.
We sent him back.
We sent him back here.
Well, then Kazan is back in his place, indeed.
Okay. Then. Have you met my armor Kazan?
Oh, yes, we took him
We did?
for a stroll.
You took him out.
Yes,
Could have
it
cleaned
was
him.
great fun. I sat on his shoulders once or twice. I was a battle mage on my steed.
So, where do we go from here?
To be honest, I'm not sure. Trish, what do you think?
Well, I kind of want to stay in Barovia and help ensure that the transfer of power happens safely. That no one, not the son of Lady Wachter, takes over again, for example.
Yes, it would also
But-
relieve me very much if we'd secure the church once again.
Yes. Quite a lot to do in there. But of
Do you
course,
not want to find your
Ru-
friend first?
Yol, yes. That's something that I
If
also
we
want
had
to
any
do.
idea.
Well, we could go to Kresk and see if anyone there has seen or heard of someone going by the name of Saket.
Did you see anyone on the road, Van Richten?
Not at all.
It leaves the question, why would he go to Kresk?
Maybe to the Abbey of St. Markovia. His soul
Could
might be
be.
received there by the Abbey.
Perhaps he thinks that the bishop, or what was his name, could give him a new body.
The Abbot. Wild man,
Yes.
that man. Don't think he's quite all there.
Well,
DM, I have a very off-topic question, but still important. Did the vampire spawn we fought react just as much to fire damage as they did to radiant damage?
Give me a second.
Because I remember something about fire damage doing something.
As far as you can tell, you remember, fire did not do anything to them other than just damage that healed.
Ulrikten,
Impressive.
what manners of doing radiant damage do you have?
Well, I've studied under the clerics of knowledge, so I probably have a few tricks up my sleeve. It all depends on what you are fighting.
Well, I'm thinking about the vampire spawn. I imagine if one was able to cast, for example, spirit guardians or something,
Oh yes,
it would do a lot of radiant damage in rounds.
In rounds are we boxing?
Well, metaphorically. But indeed, if only we would know that Bax is still alive and we could find him, he would be a great asset to this plan.
Well, I have studied under the clerics, and if you was to put a number on their ranking system, I'd be a level 9. So I can deduce that whatever a cleric can normally do, I should be able to do. Like, for instance, a sacred flame.
Oh, yes, yes. You could do that for almost for free, one could say.
One could say that. But I have also taken to a bit of, let's just say, a little domain called the Grave Domain. It allows me to use somewhere where the which allows me to have my potent spellcasting abilities. Which means I can add, let's just say, my wisdom to my spell's damage.
Did Van Richten, I think I asked this some time ago, but I forgot again. Did Van Richten explain about the head we found?
No, he did not.
So, Rudolf, we also found a severed head in this room. Would you care to explain what happened there?
I do not.
Why not? What's wrong?
might need to consult someone about that. All you
What-
need to know is his name is Steve.
Do you want me to tell you the story of Steve?
Yes.
I'm gonna first walk over to the cask and open it up and go, you mean this head? Where is the head of Steve, Seraphin?
Trish, does Bax hold that? I believe so.
Yes. Yes.
I allow
thought
you
it
to
was
come
quite
into my
important.
tower for one night, and you steal from me, you break my window. Not off to a good start, are we, boy?
I have to agree that although Bax is quick to blame everyone around him about their deeds, he seems to be the one that steals very the very items that I would deem unholy to steal.
Well,
Well, let me tell you the story. What? What did you say?
no, go on, go on. Never mind. You can wait.
I'll just say, let me tell you the story through this voice in the sky about Steve. Maestro, action!
Once I learned of this great vampire called Strahd von Zarovich, I searched the land far and wide to find a way into this god-forsaken plane. My travels and knowledge led me to the Vistani. After they took my son from me, I was loath to ask for their help, which I did not. I went to their camp, but before I entered, I turned back, and I was partial to the drink back then. During my night of drinking and remembering and subsequently trying to forget my remembrance, I met a man named Steve. We got along famously in a short amount of time, and after some time he took me onto his wagon, told me he was going to show me something after I told him about my son and what I have found. Back in those days I was less secretive, especially when the drink had caught a hold of me. The cart led us down a road into a bank of mists. The mist was thick. Couldn't see. But Steve was a shining beacon in an otherwise grey landscape. Grey because of the fog. And when the fog lifted, I asked Steve, as a friend, Steve, how did you know where to go? The Barovian accent already seeping into my brain. Steve looked at me and said, "We Vistani, we can come and go here as we please. You asked me to show you Strahd, maybe not in so many words, but I deduced this thing from your story." I looked at him, and before I knew it, my hand clasped the all too familiar head of my silver's cane, my slayer cane, and I chopped off his head in one fluid motion. Not knowing where I was, only the word of Steve, if that is truly his name, to guide me. I was now on the land of Barovia. The severed head I placed into a bag and subsequently into a chest in this tower. And that is the story of Steve, as the cat says.
Meow.
Meow meow. So Steve is the Vistani guy, like many of us found ourselves here through the Vistani.
So, I take it they tricked you into coming to this place as well.
Yes, I had a friend that has passed away, sadly. We found our way here by means of drink and dancing.
Do you remember
Vistani,
his name?
Oh, yes. It's my dear Faustus.
Oh yes, I remember meeting you in the bar in the Blue Water Inn first.
Yes. He was dear to me, even though he almost had me killed twice. I grew fond of him. Makes me realize I miss my friends. They were the only people that still felt alive, if you understand what I mean. Many people here seem distant, remote, almost soulless. Yeah, we should try and find them again. Even though I do not know how, but I think in any case we either have to go back to Valaki or, if we dare, go to the castle.
I do have a few friends in Valak.
Oh, well, maybe they could help us search for Bex and the others.
There is another faction here as well that I have not made contact. Call themselves the Keepers of Feather. You know these people.
Yes,
We know of
yes.
them.
Trish has a good friend that is one of them.
So you know how to contact them.
Oh, yes, yes.
Oh, yes.
Where would this be?
Well, one moment. Before we say so, Rudolph, we have to account for the fact that you may also just as well be Lord Strahd in disguise.
In disguise, revealing his true identity to a surreptitious wink.
Wait, what? What is happening?
There's this a show by Rowan Atkinson. It's called Live, and he's telling about Shakespeare, and he's showing how Shakespeare would work on a stage, and like the hero is killed, but then he gets back. He reappears in disguise, and then he reveals his identity through his surreptitious wink.
Yes.
So he winks with the wrong eye. It works better if I don't have to explain these obscure references.
We had to be there.
It makes you feel any better. It makes you feel better. I got it.
Thank you, Joby.
I didn't.
No, but Joby is a higher class of person.
Yeah, okay.
Upper class British.
Yes.
I do have a hot tub, so.
Trish, would you have any idea of how we could confirm or deny this case?
Well, hold him in direct sunlight, I suppose. Did...
I mean, I could tell you I'm not, but I know you're not going to take my word for it. Despise Strahd.
DM.
Here at interview saying I am Strahd is offending me right now, Senator.
Okay, I want to do two things. One, I want to ask the DM I got it mixed up. I asked this like half a year ago. Does silver harm vampires?
Roll me a Arcana, History, Insight, whatever. Just roll me a d20.
Yeah. Ugh.
Can I help him with that?
Sure.
Can the vampire hunter tell you if vampires are? Let's see.
Well, you're asking this question and you're thinking, but for some reason your mouth is also moving while you're asking this question, and Rudolph is like guessing what you're saying, like silver hurts vampires? No, my dear friend. That's werewolves you're thinking about.
Okay. Shit. Well, wait. When Vasily had no reflection, right?
Indeed. But that's how we got outed. Like, Trish was reading the Tome of Strahd, and then looked in the window, and like in the window she saw Irina, but not Strahd.
I grab my steel mirror that I have in my backpack, and I hold it in a way so I can see von Richten against it.
Well, Rudolph, do they see you in this reflection?
They do.
Good.
Well, that settles it then.
I was going to say, if you thought that Coins was going to let me play Strahd, fuck's sake.
What's this
to
adventure?
be-
You have convinced me. I will bend my broken ways.
To be very anti-meta, Seraphim doesn't know.
True.
And he really wants to know after all the shit that happened.
He's been hurt before.
Yes. I have a couple of things that I would like to settle. For one, I would really, really, really enjoy a good night's rest. Second, I have a couple of unidentified items in my possession, for which I want to pay a little bit of attention, and maybe I would find some good use in our objectives. And third, I think that in any case, I think most of our most immediate objectives lie within the town of Falaki. So if you all agree, maybe we should head back tomorrow.
Indeed.
Yes, good idea.
Okay.
I mean, you never answered my question, though, Trish. Where can we find the Keepers of
Sorry?
the Feather?
Oh, well, where do you find anyone anywhere? In the inn, of course.
Well, you must be talking about the tavern.
Well, tavern, inn, what's the difference?
Well, I don't know. Actually, what is the difference, actually?
A tavern used to have wenches.
Does
Go in for
the
real.
blue water inn have wenches?
But then, if it
A
was a
wench.
tavern, then it would be called the Blue Water Tavern, not the Blue Water Inn. So,
True. I must make
I mean, unless they're like going for like double mindfuck.
So you guys are taking a long rest while
Yeesh.
Seraphim is identifying items?
Yeah, I made a
Yeah,
backpack category with
ZZ
identify.
yeah.
Yeah.
Would my researcher ability make it any easier for him?
Well, it would, but
He didn't ask me, so.
he didn't ask you. So it takes like an hour-ish.
Yeah.
In which everybody feels relatively safe. Like last time you were here, somebody burst into the window, like something burst into the window, a flock of bats. Like a lot of bats burst into the window, and Strahd left with them. But this time you're fairly certain you there's nobody in this room that you do not trust.
Okay.
That's not to say you didn't trust Vasily
Yeah.
to a certain point, but after
yeah.
you read him and you saw that he didn't have a reflection, trust was out the window of the reflection.
Literally.
Yeah. And he went out of the window, and everybody inside this room you trust to a certain degree. So you feel fairly safe, which means that Seraphim can take his time to identify the objects, even though he is exhausted. This is something he is setting his mind to, and he looks at both items, does some arcana shit, and the party has a long rest.
Come try a.
Where's that from?
Stargate.
Oh, of course it is. That biodome one, isn't it?
Yeah.
Dream
Coins. There's multiple. There's more than 2 items in there. Sometimes it only updates when you click away from it and back. And
Oh, it just said to me these 2 items, which all. Is there anything that's needed to be identified right now?
well, the bones of Saint Andrel have no text. I don't know if it's supposed to.
No, they don't have any other text.
He wants
And also
flavor
the
text.
wizard's spellbook. Normally they have a description of spells in there.
Oh, ZZ identify.
Yeah, on the bottom.
There you go. This is identified. This is also identified. And this is identified. So everything is identified
Okay.
that I can say.
Also, like I would have done like a ritual casting of detect magic. I
No.
just didn't want to.
You wouldn't.
Oh no, that's true. Yeah.
The
You're right.
tower.
Yeah. Okay. Never mind. Well, that's it then.
Well, Bax, you're riding on Gary, hauling ass over the drawbridge. Where are you going?
I was gonna make my way to Valaki because I'm on my own, and I would go to ground I know.
All right. So you are riding hard through Valaki, towards Valaki. It is nighttime at this moment. I would imagine you would be wanting to get there as fast as possible.
Yeah.
In that case, let's see what the dice bring you. You ride and ride, slapping your horse on the hiney. And as you're running down the trail, your eye catches something glinting on the side of the road. It catches your eye and you feel to some extent drawn to it. What do you do?
I'll slow down and investigate, see what it is.
Your horse, Snail, stops and you turn it around, backtrack a few steps, get off, and you walk towards the glistening object. You kneel down and you remove some of the dirt from it. As you're looking at it, you can see that it's an old little doll made from a dark, dense wood. The thing that glinted was one of the glass eyes glued onto its face, and as you're picking it up, you can tell that it's missing a hand and a foot, and suddenly your mind flashes back towards your last sight of Zucked, where he too was missing limbs, notably a leg and an arm. As you look at this little doll, it kind of reminds you of Zucked. Are you frozen? Or just
Oh,
thinking?
I was waiting. I was waiting to see if there's any more information. I just rub my eyes and just look at it again, see if I'm just hallucinating.
It looks the same.
Is there anything written on it?
You check it and watch the back, the bottom, the top, the front again. There's nothing written on it.
I look around to make sure no one else is around. Do I see anyone or?
Give me a perception check.
Okay.
It's a dark night, even with your dark vision. You're looking around and this whole area is devoid of sentient life.
I take the doll in my hands and I look straight into its eyes and I say, I failed you. I am sorry. And I place it in my backpack.
Before you place it in your backpack, give me a Constitution saving throw.
Okay.
Uh-oh.
No.
It's one of those evil dolls, isn't it?
Looks like the mouth on this doll is trying to open, and the eyes are fluttering for a split second, but then it's just innate again. And you put it in your backpack.
I do, yeah.
You put it in your zakje.
Do I see anything else lying around? Or do I see any like any tracks or anything that might have lead away from it? So I can see who maybe have dropped it or placed it there or
Well, you can certainly try to give me a nature check. I would say with disadvantage, but you have a natural 1.
Use one of my inspiration, roll that again.
Yeah, you can roll it again.
Okay.
Seeing as Rudolph has 2.
Oh my god! Right, I'm not a nature person. I'm not a naturist apparently.
Well, with your clothes on, and you look around, and there's no tracks leading anywhere. This is just a singular doll in a
And
place that you would not expect to find it, but yet here it is.
with things going through my mind, I jump back on Gary and continue onwards. More determined than ever to find the others.
You ride. You ride and you ride and you get to a crossroad. You know, left is Barovia, right would take you to Valaki. Left is the village of Barovia, right is the small town of Valaki.
I turn towards Falaki.
Right. You haul ass on Gary. And you approach the gates, and with your 120 feet dark vision, you see from 120 feet away that the gates are closed. But unlike last time you were here, there's no gates, there's no guards above the gate.
Does anything else look out of place? Like, does there seem to be a disturbance or
Well, the
any
force is quiet.
catastrophes?
Yeah, no. It's pretty quiet.
I sniff the air to see if I can smell the smell of burning corpses.
Give
Because
me a perception check.
Or just sniff the air in general, I should say.
Well, you waft the air a bit into your nose. You don't smell any burnt bodies, burnt hair, but you do smell a sweet smell. Almost
wouldn't
like...
have cake, almost like cake.
But the first thing that comes to your mind is cake, but then you're like, no. Bless you. No, it's more the smell of pie. And as you're looking around, you hear this squeak, squeak, squeak of wheels.
I head towards the sound of squeak, squeak, squeak. The thought of seeing Suckid just dangling there has kind of got me angry, and I can't help but get that image out of my mind. So I'm kind of looking for a fight at this point.
You are looking for a fight. Well,
The DM has one for you.
I would say I have one. But well, maybe this. Oh no, this is not what I was looking for. The DM certainly has something for you. Bax, you are moving towards this sound. And as you're doing so, you see in the distance. Oh. Alright. An old lady with a cart. You are here.
Mm-hmm.
The old lady is here after I set the grid, so she's not twice the size she should be. And as you're looking, you have the map?
I do, yes. I'm looking at it.
And as you're standing there, she looks up at you and says, "Oh, dearie, I would like..." "Oh, it's you!" Roll for initiative.
All right. Can I just before we start, can I ask you a quick question?
Sure.
Would I know what type of creature she is? Knowing that I know that she's a hag,
Yeah.
would I know if she's a celestial, elemental, fae, fiend, and undead? Like, would I know if she's any of those?
Roll me a d20, just a straight d20.
Okay, hang on, because my map's covering everything at the point.
Wait, wouldn't your divine sense do that, Joby?
It would, but I didn't use divine sense at that point. For Christ's sake, I didn't use divine sense. But I would have. Didn't I use it while we were at the windmill?
Yeah, that's what I mean.
Yeah, you did.
So I would know what if she was one of those.
You would know she's a fiend.
She is a fiend.
Yeah.
Before I went up. Oh, hang on.
No, you have to roll initiative first.
No, bollocks. Right, okay. Sorry, in the roll initiative. Right.
All right. Round 1.
So before charging towards her, I'm going to cast protection for good and evil on myself.
All right. What does it do?
I will link it in that button work. There we go. And I will target myself and cast it. So I have no idea which one of these. Doing new things is fun. Like protection from any evil.
All right, so she has disadvantage on her attacks.
Yeah, she also can't. Do I just put? I'll tell you what. I'll put all 3 of these on me because it's just as easy. She also can't charm me. Wow.
Well, there goes my plan.
All right. I would have done this before battle, but oh well. The token's unlocked.
Yeah, they are.
They are now. As I charge towards her with Gary, I just want to literally charge right into her.
Mm-hmm.
I've used my action, but I can use Gary's action to attack her. Use his hooves, like I can rear up and whack her one.
All right. I will put a skeletal warhorse on the map.
I won't be getting off it unless I'm
Jesus Christ, that's a lead.
bored. So.
You can do Gary right now.
I can. I'm doing Gary as we speak.
Ew.
So Gary is going to try to attack it with his hooves. Apparently, I need to click and drag. Right. Gary misses somehow. That is it. That's my turn. Mine and Gary's turn.
All right. That means that this woman is now in charge. She points a finger at you with disadvantage. Misses. And dang.
I love this, the sound the cat is making. Meow.
She moves a few feet back.
I will, of course, smack her in the face as she does so.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, wait, I'm targeting with Gary at the moment. I don't know how to...
There.
Thank you. Nope, still Gary. Nope, still Gary. Nope, still Gary. I don't... Thank you. Nope, still Gary. How do I stop? I don't understand how I change it. Or do you change it?
Just drag it on her in the combat tracker.
Okay. On the combat tracker there. Oh, crap. I miss.
I can do this all day. And she moves back.
Okay. So I'll give chase after her.
Right. And as you give chase, I imagine you're doing this on Gary?
Yeah, I'll be on Gary unless I'm knocked off it. So you can delete Gary if you like. And make it a bit easier for you.
Right. I'll just delete the token, but he's still here.
Okay. So I will just straight up attack her. I'm out for blood. And I'll also put a smite on it. Which is... Wait, smite is that one. And then I'll swing around and I try to do it again.
The upswing misses.
Okay, tick off first level. And that's my turn.
Alright, Gary.
He's on me, so he won't be doing anything.
Alright, well, she tries the same thing once yet again. Tries to attack you. Jesus Christ. And that's her turn.
I just continue to wail on her. And I'll try again. Jesus Christ. That's my turn.
Alright. You see her in front of you change into this horrible, evil looking creature. Let's see if this works. Yes. Haha!
Nice.
And she uses her claws against you. Misses. And that's her turn.
I just continue to attack. Yay! You know what? I'll smite one more time. And then I'll attack her again. And that's my turn.
Alright. She tries this. No, she doesn't try this. She tries something, but nothing happens.
I will kill you! Well, I say I obviously concentrating too much on talking and all this. Oh.
You guys are having both
When
a
I
hard
hit
time
you,
here.
I swear I'll make you sorry you were born.
Someday. Her fingers move, and you feel 3 magic darts just hit you. And do the concentration check once more, because the first time didn't work.
Okay. One moment.
Yeah, that's weird.
Yeah, I got.
I don't know where.
Super
I just straight up roll it, shall I?
Yeah, let's just put +6 on it.
Yeah. It's concentration, right?
Yeah.
14.
Yeah.
Okay.
All right. That is her turn.
I will defeat you. Your days are over.
Yes. Go, Jebby.
Stop ducking! You're just gonna die tired. Gary, I tell you what, Gary can just try and rear out because he's getting annoyed at this as well.
Mm-hmm.
Roll it on her.
Damn!
Come on,
One
go on.
random adjacent ally of the targets. There's no adjacent allies.
God damn it.
Sadly.
He's making me look bad though, isn't he? Let's be honest.
He is.
Christ.
For
Jesus
sure.
Christ! Look how much damage he did.
That was almost max damage twice.
Right.
Whoa, holy shit, yes.
Yep.
Wow, he's making me look bad. I'm not gonna lie.
I'm gonna look at Gary's stats for a moment to see if he like outplayed us all.
She attacks Gary with her claws and does 17 damage on poor old Gary.
Gary can do this all day. I'm getting proper enraged by the fact she's now hurting my horse.
It
So much
shows.
in fact, the anger is just making me miss. I fucking die! I'll pit. No, I won't use this tonight. I need to use these spell slots sparingly. I'll attack.
And you can feel that, like, your sword hits her, but not all damage is going through for
Okay.
some reason.
Gary will also again attempt to smack her one. No. Gary is no.
Well, she is sort of a one-trick pony. And speaking of pony, she attacks Gary once more.
He's a mighty stallion. It's not a pony.
Well, there goes Gary. Give me Max a dexterity saving throw.
Yeah, you're gonna get me to do that. Hang on. Before I do, I gotta make sure. Take that off. Actions. Fuck off. Actions. Where it is? Should always be on. Or protection. There we go. Dexterity, you say?
Saving throw.
Yeah. Ugh.
Suddenly, Gary is gone. And it's like Wile E. Coyote. Like, you're suspended in air for just a second, and as you look down, you see Gary is gone, and you fall. You try to remain your balance, but you fall on your back, which is prone, or on your back, it's anti-prone, probably.
Missionary position. I know.
Counter pro.
I use half my movement speed to stand up, and
Yeah.
I attack her with pure anger in my eyes. Why did I have? Oh wait, no, I said I stood up.
Yeah, you stood up. Sorry. Roll.
I dropped to 14. Or do you want me
Yeah,
to just-
we don't know which one was first, so do it again.
Yep.
Wow, there you go.
I smack her one again.
Well, smack
Smack
this
that.
bitch up.
And again.
She tries to claw at you once more. Misses on a fucking 18, which are 22 AC. And she says to you, as it's your turn, do your thing.
I'm going to cast Hold Monster on her.
Awesome.
Show me
Let
the
me
spell
just-
description.
Yeah,
please.
yeah.
Yes.
I should have done this at the beginning. This is such
I
a stupid
remember
thing.
this, Coins. What you're thinking.
Wisdom saving throw, be paralyzed for the duration. This spell is not effect on undead. All Alright. Make her do the wisdom saving throw.
I just cast on her, right, and then she'll automatically do it, right?
Should.
Hang on. I've never actually done this. Again, new stuff, fun. So I hit cast, right? Cast.
Yes.
Oh, damn! Did she just succeed?
She succeeded, indeed.
Bitch.
Advantage.
Alright, wow. God damn it. Hang on, let me
Can I spend an inspiration point to make her roll again?
Yes, she will roll again, which is a 13.
What's the DC? 15.
15, so she is paralyzed.
Thank you.
DM,
So I just
so,
if I
yeah.
cast the effect on it, which is hold monster.
Joby, I'm gonna help you here. Paralyzed also means that they cannot move or speak.
Mm-hmm, I know.
It also means I have an auto crit on her. Just saying. There we go. That is my turn because I cannot attack yet because that was my action and that was my second.
Alright,
roll.
so at the end of her turn, she does her, what was it again? Wisdom saving throw. She rolls a natural 1. She is not feeling very wisdomy at the moment.
She is fucked.
Right, lay it on her.
Right, so because she's paralyzed, it's an auto crit because I'm about to do a melee attack. So critical. I'm also gonna put a smite on it just because reasons. Did I put that on? Yes, I did. And then attack. Make sure I got the right person. Bye bye. That's a lot of dice.
Wow.
With pure anger in my eyes, I just cleave her in two, straight down.
You have cleaved her in twain.
Twain. Oh,
Thank
the
you
anger.
so fucking much, Joby. Thank
You're
you so
You're
fucking much.
welcome.
I'm gonna say it again. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you.
I'll be honest, Al. I wasn't doing it for you. I was doing it for sucking.
Still, thank you. This is big.
This is indeed big. Bex. I'll tell you now.
Mm-hmm.
With this kill, you have solved problems for your party, stretching until the end of the campaign and possibly beyond. You, my friend, at the end of this session, will have leveled up.
Yes. I mean,
Awesome.
cool.
Cool. Nice. Cool.
No, I was going to say I'd have had to do greater restoration every day on Seraphim to get his full health. Otherwise.
Yeah, but you don't know that I've done this yet. So you
No,
can't
no,
do
no,
that.
no. I'm just saying there, Metal.
I feel for us after cleaving her in twain, I feel for a moment like some relief for the torment of my soul of failing Sucked, and then just looking at her body, it just starts creeping back, and that emptiness starts to fill me again. Because I know that I'm going to have to deal with Strahd to feel right with the world again. That's not, however, going to stop me from seeing what she had on her. because I got bills to pay, you know.
And you're looking for a nice bra.
I would like to see what she has on her. I also would like to take the tinderbox I have, just making sure I have the tinderbox. I do. And I would like to set fire to this goddamn fucking cart, and I never want to see it again with all the pies in it. Or the dream cakes.
All right. So you check her body. And the first thing you find is an oval-shaped disc made of some unknown metal. You check her pockets further, and you see a crow in her breast pocket. Its wings are broken, and there's no way it can ever fly. And as you can hear, the crows around you are crowing louder and louder as you pick this crow up. It tries to call, but it doesn't call. It makes the sound of like a roar. Give me a nature check or insight check.
That's
Hang
fucking
on,
freaky.
one second. If I was to use the mending spell on it, could I essentially mend its wings?
No.
Okay.
It's not a thing, it's a person.
Only objects, yeah.
All right, I thought I'd try. Sorry, what would you like, sorry? What kind of check?
Nature or insight?
Insight would be preferable if that's okay.
Sure.
Okay.
Okay.
All right.
Middling roll.
With this middling roll, you can tell that this bird will never fly again. And as you look inside its eyes, or into its eyes, the roar sends shivers down your back. But you know that the only thing you can do for this beast is break its neck.
Why,
I
DM?
I can't bring myself to do it.
Because of Barovia.
I can't bring myself to do it. I've seen too much death recently. I've caused too much death. I think. Does it look in distress? Like, I know it's wailing, but
It does. And as you're holding it in your hands, you can hear around you more and more crows piping up.
I'd like to try and use some lay on hand, see if I can mend it at all. Like any sort of, by magical means.
Roll me an Arcana check.
Okay. Straight row. Awesome. Ugh.
Use my inspiration, do it again.
Thank you. Wow.
Double that one.
DM,
Isn't
because
that
of
mean
two
11?
nat
Does that make 11?
Because of 2 net ones, can I give my inspiration to have it roll again?
Yeah, but if he rolls again with 2 nat ones, he will roll with disadvantage.
You want this with
Oh
disadvantage?
no,
so-
that's a bit too harsh. No.
Okay.
I'll save the inspiration then.
I was gonna say, if I roll another at 1, do I just spontaneously explode?
That's it for Bax. Like,
I can. I'd still like to try and give it some of my lay on hands, like let's say 5 points, because that's good for mending and curing stuff, like diseases and things.
Yeah, it does extra shit, right?
It does at 5, yeah. I can link you the thing if you want to read it.
no, I'm golden.
Okay. Because you already know this one. Okay. So I use 5 points of lay on hands on it
Right.
while trying to soothe it.
Oh yeah, disease or poison, yeah.
You put your hand on his back, and you can see the faint glow coming, like flowing from your hand towards his body. And you can see that its wings, they reform, and it roars a mighty roar as it flaps its wings once, twice, 3 times. It looks at you. It flaps its wings, and as it takes to the sky, yeah?
I want to, as it takes off, I want to throw my head back and shout, "It's alive!"
It's alive! Alive! And as you do this, you can see crows coming from all around, swarming, a murder of crows swarming on this unholy beast that you have just healed, as they pick at it, claw at it, until it's just a heap of broken bone and flesh.
Wow.
As it thumps to the ground in front of your feet. Let's have a small break.
Awesome.
Welcome to Barovia, the place where
So-
every bird meets its end in horrifying ways.
Of
Yes.
course.
Joe,
Let's
you
hope we
promised
have
us we
no
would find you.
Let's hope you have no nightmares after you leave this place, if ever.
I was gonna say that's why. That's
You're
why I
muted,
said to
buddy.
you, maybe make a backup character.
I have no idea
Always
how it's
make 2
supposed to
backup
work.
characters.
I got like little tidbits of information, and like the rest was like, okay, see you next week. You know what I mean?
Yeah, that's coins.
It's just like, okay, you made this plot. Now, give me some time, and I'll figure the rest out. Okay, I'm still waiting to hear what the rest is. Like, I don't know the connection to all.
It's a murder mystery, and I can tell you now, I've played part of Strahd. He has changed a couple of things quite drastically, and it's made it more interesting, to be honest.
I can tell you now, my character's name is still the same.
Yeah, I am wondering what's gonna happen with that. Don't give hints.
Me too. I have no idea either.
So,
Yes.
Anthony_Job@hotmail.com. It's my PayPal.
Yes.
Fantasy?
I already offered. Seraphim's gonna pay for a blowjob for you in Vlad.
Yeah.
Right, yeah, but we haven't discovered if it is actually a tavern or an inn, right?
Yep. Tavern has
Matter.
wenches. And in you bring your own wenches.
Man, I'm so glad that happened.
Honestly, I wasn't thinking about, not in a selfish way, but I wasn't thinking about your predicament. I was just literally playing Blood Rage.
I'm glad for it.
Well, if you think about it, I don't think Bax knows about the nightmares with Seraphim, does he? So
No, you wouldn't.
How powerful is Bax? Because honestly, he's been killing for 3 weeks straight, killing things that all the others of us have just major
No.
issues with.
I convinced
that-
one to
He's
kill
only a
himself.
tiny bit. He's
How
only a
come-
tiny bit buff.
I convinced. Wait, is that a compliment? I convinced
No,
someone to kill
inside
themselves.
he's a teddy bear.
You convinced someone to kill themselves. You killed quite a few vampire thralls. You damaged
Hey,
a
Faye.
heart in a castle. You did
Hey.
quite a few things in basically
It's
sessions.
yeah, it's kind of like a paladin being in an area full of demons that a paladin was
Yeah.
actually built to do. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah. This
I'm
is your
literally
game.
I'm literally in my element. This is what I'm
Take
ready
the
for.
compliment, mate. Take the
Oh,
compliment.
I'm
So
taking it.
Orwin, with your backup character, I'd honestly say just go full fucking monk because you're gonna need the power.
Yeah, be
Oh
zen.
no.
The bards won't survive here.
Which is why I love multi-class.
Oh, of course.
Just to torment Pax a bit.
Fighter board.
Can I pick up that disc shed on it? Wasn't in the party seat.
Well, it wasn't, and you can certainly pick it up. I will make an item for you.
Thank you. You're just going to put it straight in my inventory, are you?
Yeah.
Okay.
So, what do you want to do?
How much is left of her after the crows have had their way?
Not much.
Is her face at all recognizable?
No.
But at all? You couldn't recognize her.
You know,
So-
in Inglorious Bastards, where they kill Hitler. That's what I imagine's happened to her.
So if I took her head, I couldn't use her. I couldn't use it as proof that she's no more, right?
Well,
Didn't she have jewelry or anything that recognizable to her?
well, she had a very large cart.
I set like two.
That you set alight. She changed her appearance, like the Morgantha, the sweet elderly lady that you first met when arriving in the village of Barovia. The moment she changed her shape to her true self, nothing remains of that visage. Nothing.
Can I pull some of her teeth out?
Yeah?
And I'll also take her head, or what's left of it.
Alright. You slice her head off by the neck. And put it in your backpack, I imagine?
I do. Fasani Steve comes out and fucking Morgantha goes in.
You have a collection, dude.
It's like the
Gotta
guys in
catch 'em
Nam
all.
with their ears that aren't cut off, like the necklace. Yeah.
There's a reason why I had Fasani Steve's head, though. And it's the same reason I'm taking Morgantha's head.
So you place Vistani Steve's head on her neck and try your healing ability. It doesn't work. And you put her head in your backpack in the satchel named Steve. Rip the name Steve off, and in blood write Pie Lady, and call it a day.
I also use my last second level spell slot to resummon Gary.
Alright.
And I'll continue on into town.
Alright. This was like 120 feet outside of town. As she moved back around the bend, it was a bit more. You move ahead, and just like last time, you see these gates closed, but unguarded.
I'll approach them.
You look around as you approach them. Nothing. Nobody to
Right.
greet you, nobody to hail you.
Does there sound like there's any sort of? I know it's late, right? You said it was nighttime.
Mm-hmm.
Is it? Do I hear any sort of activity from the other side of the wall? Like just normal activity from a town at this time of night?
Give me a perception check.
Okay. Oh, I can never find it. There we go. I'm on fire with these checks.
As far as you can tell, this is a dead town. No sounds emanating from beyond the walls, beyond the gate.
Does it look like there's any signs of disturbances or like smears of blood or bodies on the ground?
From the point where you are? No.
I'll make my way up.
You make your way to the gate. You want to go inside, right?
I do, yeah. I'll cautiously go through the gate.
Well, it's a big gate. Give me a strength check to see if you can open it.
Okay. For the love of Christ.
You're pulling and pulling and pulling, but nothing happens.
I try again, but this time I push the gate.
Alright, give me another strength check. You pull, and then you think like, no, last time we were here, they opened inward, and you just push them, and then you open it. Inside. And as the crows make a cacophony of sound behind you, you enter the town of Vallaki. The first thing you noticed is the uncanny resemblance it has to the village of Barovia. We were not there as players for your first entry into the village of Barovia. But nonetheless, it reminds you of this sleepy, dead town. Nobody on the street. All the lights are off. No candle in sight. No fire. No hearth is lit that you can see from your vantage point at the edge of town.
As I move into town, can I see if there's been some sort of like fight or can I try and see if there's something that doesn't look the same as when I was last here a few days ago? Because I'll be heading towards the church.
Well, as you're moving through this town, and as the finds the map of Vallaki once more,
I think I have it saved.
yeah, so do I, somewhere. You move and you pass the stockyard.
Okay.
But you can tell it's nearly empty. All the carts and wagons that were once here have been taken out. They're not here anymore.
Does the buildings look like they're intact?
Oh, there's, as you're looking around, some fire damage here and there, but
Does there seem more fire damage from the last time? Because the last time I was here, it was just after the first Great Fire of Valaki.
the first Great Fire of Valaki, indeed. As you're looking around, it doesn't look very different from the first time you were here.
And I haven't passed a single person on my way to the church.
You have not passed a single person as you move from the eastern gate.
Can I, as I'm passing through, I just want to, like, because obviously I'm on Gary, can I just try and peer through some windows to see if I can see any sort of life or anything as I'm going through?
As you're looking and you're peering through the windows, most of it is devoid of life. And as you're trying to pass on, your eye catches the face of somebody inside.
Do I recognize them from my time here? Because I lived here for a little while, didn't I?
You lived there for a little while, but you do not recognize them. As you look closer, they are dressed in bland black and grey clothing.
Do they look scared?
No. If anything, they look like apathy colors their face.
Does it look like they've had drink aches? I don't think I've seen anyone. All right, that's not bad.
No.
I'll keep making my way to the church.
Right, you keep making your way downtown, driving fast.
It's house and I'm homebound.
You come to the crossroads here. You know that if you go straight, you pass the Blue Water Inn.
Mm-hmm.
Not long after, you find the Church of St. Andrew. You know, if you go to the left, you find the village square.
No, I'll go straight.
All right. You go straight and you pass a few houses. And even though it's nighttime, going on morning actually, like sunrise is not that far off. There isn't a single living being, or undead for that matter, traversing the road with you.
I'll keep going forward. Still looking around. See if I can try and work out what's happened.
You walk further on Gary as he slithers through the streets till you come to the Blue Water Inn. Here too, the lights are off. Doesn't seem like anybody's home at the moment.
Keep going forward.
You keep going
I,
forward.
I
Yeah.
actually, I'll No, I come to think of it, I have second thoughts. I think that maybe if maybe I don't have second thoughts. I think to myself that if my friends were anywhere, this would probably be where they would end up. Like it's best to check this building first before moving on. If nothing else, I might get some answers.
You move on, and just past the Blue Water Inn, you get like a pang of homesickness, but melancholy. You're looking for your friends, your brothers in arms, and as you're moving further, you think like, no, if they're anywhere, they would be here. They would wait for me here. You pull the reins on Gary, and he turns around. You stop Gary in front of the Blue Water Inn, dismount him, tether his reins at the hitching post.
Tell him to keep an eye out as well and to alert me if he sees anyone.
You do that, and as you're doing this, you look around. A eerie feeling settles on you. You feel a shiver running down the back of your neck and your spine as you're walking up these stairs towards the front door.
Use define sense to see if I can pick up anything from inside the building.
Your divine sense. You cast it. And as your hand touches the doorknob, you feel Seraphim, Trish, Rudolph.
He feels me?
Jesus
You
Christ.
guys wake up, rested. What do you do?
Oh, it feels so good.
Shall
How
we
do you
make
guys feel?
haste? I feel like we should make haste to Valaki.
Yes, let's take the
Yes.
slow elevator to make haste towards Falaki.
Of course.
Mm-hmm.
My God, I feel like I want to jump out the window sometimes.
Let's think. Do we need to do anything before we head out? Are we all set to go?
Well, you mentioned vampires, did you not?
Yes.
Well, I'm gonna walk behind the stove and I'm gonna grab the wood kindling and start shaping some steaks with my cane. I can tell you now the weaknesses of vampire spawn.
What is it?
Well, they regenerate, let's just say every 6 seconds. Unless...
Call it a round.
Let's call it a round, yes.
You wouldn't
Unless-
allow me to call it around yesterday. What are you talking about?
Well, you know, I'm
Are
coming
we
to
boxing
your
all
wa-
of a sudden?
I'm coming to your way of thinking, sir.
Ah, then I
So,
agree.
They have a regeneration ability, which allows them to regenerate every 6 seconds. Unless, unless I flick through my thing. Unless we can hit them with radiant damage or holy water. Now,
Which
you're
also
talking
does
that these-
radiant damage.
Yep.
We're talking about how they're in a church, yes?
Yes.
This might become a place to get this holy water while we're in the middle of the fight.
Well, I think we both are able to make it if you are a cleric, as you say. It would cost us some silver, but from my experience, the holy water does a mere, well, one could metaphorically call it 2d6 damage, while a guiding bolt does closer to 4d6.
Aye, but does the guiding bolt do radiant damage? Yes, it does. Yes,
It
I
does.
remember now.
And also to make the holy water, one has to also what I would metaphorically call a spell slot.
Not just this,
Oh.
though. A stake straight to the heart will kill them instant. But getting that stake into their heart is going to be another challenge entirely.
Yes, I agree. DM, how would that work mechanically? Like, I would stand in front of a vampire spawn, I have a stake in my hand. What then? Is it like a strength check, an attack roll?
Well, it would be a strength with disadvantage against a dexterity check with advantage.
Really?
Because you're trying
Yeah.
to hit a specific point,
You're,
aren't you?
yeah, you're trying to hit a specific point on a moving target. That being said, the moment they are incapacitated, either by...
It's just done.
Yeah, basically it's just done. Like either by them reaching 0 hit points, them being held, paralyzed or anything.
Ooh,
Yes,
okay.
yes.
Okay.
That
okay.
would be easier. But as long as they're moving, it's really hard.
Yeah, okay. Gotcha.
The vampire also has 2 other weaknesses. It can be harmed by running water, but that's like chucking it into a river, and there isn't that many in Barovia. And of course, sunlight.
Yes.
But a weird weakness that vampires do possess, which no other kind of creature of this kind does, is that you can forbid them from places.
How does that work?
You literally, it needs to ask your permission to enter a building. If none of the occupants allow this in, it cannot enter. But since
Yeah.
they are already in the church, that's out of the question.
Technical question then. DM, did Vasily ask for permission to enter this tower? Did we just miss that?
Roll me a history check.
Sure. Oh, wait. Did Irina
I help him
do
with that?
that or something? What's your ability score, Trish?
+1.
Oh, I have +2.
I'm sure I couldn't help him with this because I got +7.
Oh, well, I rolled a 19.
You rolled a 19, and with that 19, you think back. And you're not quite sure if he asked permission to enter or somebody invited him. But you are sure that he entered after everybody else entered.
Yeah, right? Yeah. Like I have no actual memory of this, but I remember something like Irina asking him like why are you not coming in or something, but okay.
Well, that would give us some safety inside a building. Would we need to be the owner of the building or like the authority about whom enters or not?
Let me read my notes.
Speed reading.
All it mentions is one of the occupants in my files. It doesn't mention the owner, merely the occupants of the building.
Well, that's good to know.
And what what constitutes a building? Could it be a temporary structure? Like a tent, for example?
I like your thinking, Trish.
Just put a wigwam up everywhere. You can't come in.
No, we are going to build a tent over Castle Ravenloft.
Yes.
We're going to use the crows to carry it and put it over.
I cast enlarge. I cast enlarge again. And again.
Oh, Jesus. So I'm going to make a stake for each one of us.
Oh, I have a couple.
Oh, I also have one.
I've got my own. They have my name on it.
Okay, I'll just make my own then.
Everyone's
So-
packed.
To reiterate, we are looking for backs. We are going to try and save the church and put the bones back after we've dealt with the vampires. Like, what other things do we need to do in Vallaki?
Well, wouldn't you want to
Get-
find the rest of your party, not just one member?
Yes. That's what I meant.
And
Also-
I can't help but
It's
notice,
just-
Trish, you have no weapons on you at the moment.
Yes, they are still in the Reformation Center where they were confiscated from me. So I was going to add
Oh.
that we should retrieve those.
Trish, you use finesse weapons, right? One could call them metaphorically.
Yeah, I'm quite finessely.
Yes, I have a silvered rapier, if that would suit you.
Oh, well, if you don't have use for it, I will definitely. Gladly.
I could use it, but I imagine you do a lot better with it.
I also need to go and see the toy maker in the town. And must ask you, when we are outside of this building, you refer to me as Rictavi. People don't know about my true identity just yet.
We'll call you Rictavio.
Call me
I hope.
Tricky Ricky.
Tricky Ricky, baby! Right, Kazan, will you follow us down, please? And also,
Fuck me, Kazan, yeah.
Yes.
and also,
Welcome back, Kazan.
don't be alarmed, but there is a saber-toothed tiger in the caravan downstairs.
Oh.
Please do not
Oh,
wake him
Pet
up.
the animal.
Trish and I
Yeah.
both enjoy the company of cats.
I doubt you'll enjoy the size of this one.
Well,
That's
please
what
explain.
he said.
Why actually are you keeping the company of a saber-tooth cat? To what end?
Why not?
Well,
I-
to what end, really?
Well, Seraphin, you can relate to this. I'm not a young spring chicken anymore. I also am getting weaker with time, so to speak. I'm an old man. I need everything I can get.
It's for protection.
Of course. What
Oh,
better
okay.
than a big, massive tiger?
so we're
Plus it-
taking him with us?
Of course. I'm Rictavio, aren't I? The carnival leader.
Yes. You say you are an old man, but I believe we have gathered some information that some people here have lived much longer than others. What years may you count for your life?
Roughly around 60 years, I'd say. Looking at the DM. How old is Rictavio?
Well, Rictavio is very young, but Rudolf von Richten is rather old. Let's see.
Like that would give us some information as to how long this has been going.
Oh wait, I sent you that thing, right? Right, carry on. I will tell you in a few minutes.
Trish, you wanted to say something about what we should do in Vallaki, I believe.
I was just going to mention my swords and that we should retrieve from the Reformation Center, as well as free anyone still remaining there.
Yes, that would be good. Okay, so we're gonna try and find or set out some messages to find our party members. We're gonna try and get rid of the vampires in the church, and we're gonna check out the center, and also maybe check out together with the son of the former burgomaster, or the late burgomaster, I should say.
Yes, but I would start with the inn.
Yes. Okay, let's do that. And we fast travel to Vallaki. We quick save and then fast travel.
Oh no, because we left the what was it, the doll that we found on the road, or something that I stumbled on that we marked by the side of the road?
Yes, we fast travel to the marker on the road.
Mm-hmm. All right. You fast travel to there. What do you do?
We actually
Is it
fast
still
traveled.
there?
I didn't imagine it would happen.
Well, if you don't want to fast travel there, we can do the whole elevator music and everything.
We have 10 minutes.
Yeah,
I
that's
want to
why.
get there.
That's why you fast travel there.
Okay. Trish, you made a marker on a tree, right?
Yes.
Okay, I'll look out for the pile of stones that I set by the road. Do we find it?
Well, if you're looking out, give me a perception check.
I'm gonna help you with that.
Oh, I get to roll again.
Wait, did I roll? Yeah. You.
Surfim, there's a lot of piles of stone along the road.
Yeah. I
Some
just feel
high-
pumped up today.
Yeah, hyped. Oh, there it is. Oh, there it is. Is that it? Is that it? Is that it? That's
I feel
it. That's
so
it.
energized.
Yeah,
You don't have to roleplay me. I'm Seraphim.
I know. I know. That's just the way I see Seraphim.
Yeah, okay.
Octavio and Trish, you're a bit more laid back, a bit more demure. If you're looking around, you see a lot of piles of stone, and then Rictavio noticed one and he says, "Is that it?" And Trish, you immediately recognize it as your pile of stone. As Seraphim is still bouncing on the road. Oh, is that it? Is that it? Is that it? He is hyped as fuck.
So happy.
And as you're seeing this pile of stones, you also see few figures standing around it.
As in people?
As in...
Or more like figurines?
two humanoid figures.
Okay.
Standing there. What do you do?
Are they moving? Are they, like, what are they doing?
They are standing there, not really moving.
Well,
what do they look like?
Well, who's in front?
Well, I'd say I'll be riding the carriage, so I'll be the driver of it. And I'd say that these two are next to me, wouldn't they? Unless we're
Yeah.
off the carriage now, yeah.
Also, by the way, we would have told Dictavio, at least what we're looking for, a description of the doll, and like maybe he would know something.
I certainly know who to take it to.
At what distance are they?
Well, they are, as you're rounding a bend, they are about 30 feet in front of you.
Do they look hostile?
You know what?
Well, I know that's a stupid question in Barovia, but
Let's go to the map.
Oh. Yeah.
ooh,
And
it's
you
some
hear
fancy
like,
map.
Thank you.
what are you doing?
Gonna walk out in front. Put on my Rictavio persona. Oh, what, mate? How you doing, mate? Do you want to see a carnival?
One of them looks up and
I'm gonna use my ability of. This is all new to me as well, but I know I've got one somewhere. I'm gonna use my Eyes of the Graves feature. Eyes of the Grave feature. Are these undead in front of me?
they don't give enough a undead vibe at all.
Do they look like the druids we encountered before?
No.
Like, what
But-
kind of people do they look like?
They do not look like the druids, but they look like something you've encountered before. And as you're looking at them, suddenly you realize that you've seen their type before. It was on Yester Hill. As you
Oh,
climbed your way
the
Oh,
berserkers.
the berserkers.
the road, and as you're realizing that, they look up and brandish their weapons. Roll for initiative.
Oh,
On
yeah.
attack.
There goes Sirenscape.
Still working for me.
Yeah, it's
I'm
a
You too?
And me.
finicky program sometimes. Alrighty then. Round one. This guy rushes up to the bard of the group. Uses its great axe, hits and does 1d12 plus 3 slashing damage, and rolled very poorly. Who is doing Kazan, for lack of a better word?
Kazan attack!
There you
Yeah,
go.
we can just give him commands, right?
Yeah.
I'm just gonna shout Kazan! So falling back.
Right, so Gazan runs here, uses his slam attack on this guy, misses, tries again, hits,
Awesome.
and does a whopping 0 damage. That's not right.
1d1? Why is he using a 1d1?
Piercing damage as well.
Because
He's using his pointy fingers.
yes.
Right.
Yes, Nix, I know. He should be using... There we go. Let's see, he had 17. No. Yeah. He hits, so he does...
It's not on the map, by the way.
4 damage.
Oh, there you go.
Hey.
Seraphim.
A question, like, do they seem incapable of language? Or are they just, like, babbling?
They are babbling in a language you do not understand. This would be a insight check, basically.
I can do that. 18.
You can deduce that these people, from the way they dress, the way they look, they have, over the centuries, developed their own language.
Damn it. Okay.
It's common adjacent.
Yeah. But like, it makes no sense to us, or we just have a hard time understanding?
You would have a hard time understanding. If you really want to talk to them, you can try.
Okay. In that case, I'm gonna expend 2 sorcery points, so I use my twinned spell ability, and I cast Levitate on both of them. And they both fucking succeed.
Both on a 13.
Nice. Oh man, that's 1 over my save. That's a shame. What level spell is that? Second. I'm going to move out of the way for Trish, because I know she likes to flank shit.
Thank you. And I indeed move in to flank some shit.
Ironscape is silent for me, by the way,
Blank
now.
it up. You have to restart it, I think.
Okay.
Oh. Well, I'll do it after my round. I'm just, moving in beside Rictavio.
Mm-hmm.
And going to attack the thing with my new rapier.
All right. Nice.
Ooh, yes.
Well,
Target is stunned for 1 round.
it's some damage. Then do sneak attack.
Damn.
And that is the end of my round.
All right. From
When-
the... Sorry?
Wouldn't his sneak attack have double damage as well because he got a crit?
Nope. From the bushes behind you, you see one of them jump forward, flank Trish, and have advantage on its attack. Hit. And does...
Gonna use.
Sorry.
Yeah, never mind. I was gonna use my uncanny dodge to halve the damage.
Yeah. Right, so tell your uncanny dodge and you would have 7 damage. No, that's not right. 6.
5 or 6. Does it run up or down?
Down, I
Up,
believe.
up, up!
Okay.
No, you have 5 damage. There you go.
Thank you.
And that is its turn. This one rushes up to Kazan. Mr. Animated Armor tries to attack it, hits, and hits Kazan. Tricky Ricky. Laid on them.
Since number 10 is stunned, does that mean I can move away without attack of opportunity?
Yep.
Because at the minute it'd be going like that. So I'm going to move back to here.
Alright. That means that number 7 gets an attack of opportunity.
I'm going to move that way. I'm going to move like that.
Alright.
Where's the
Which
cart?
means that 12 gets an... No, okay.
Is the cart in the middle, like here?
No. It's here.
I'm going to run to the cart and I'm going to start smacking on the side to wake up the tiger.
Alright.
Alright.
Awesome.
What's the tiger's name?
Right, it's clearly going to be Tony, isn't it? Come on, Luke.
I was going to call him.
They're great.
Go on, Tony.
Oha. That's a big ass tiger.
Big boy.
Octavio, do you have control of your saber-toothed tiger now?
No. I do now, yes.
You do now, alright.
Yes.
Alright, is that your turn? Or do you want to do something else?
I'm gonna is that classed as my action doing that?
Well, running there, slapping the side of the cart, yes, that would be an action.
Okay, then as my bonus action, I'm going to do my spiritual weapon.
Jesus
And I'm
fucking Christ, okay.
I'm going to put it in next to number 10, there.
More tokens.
Don't you just love clerics?
Next to number 10. There you go.
Right, so I need to first do that.
Please just wait until I learn animated objects.
Just wait until Seraphim dies. Before he learns animated objects.
And on that note, I'm stating good night, lads. Been a long day. I'm very, very tired.
Hey, man.
Right, Bjorn.
Mwah.
Later,
Sleep
dude.
well.
Au revoir, Shoshana.
Right.
Night.
Wait, it has multi-attack, your...
No, what do you call it? I pointed it at me first.
Well,
But Rictavia does have multi-attack.
yeah, but your animated... I'll let it slide for now, but next time you roll something, that's your attack, dude.
And that be
Wait,
my turn.
what happened, double?
I accidentally did it against me instead of...
Oh.
So I was trying to put the effect on me to control it, but I'd hit the cast button instead of that button.
Yeah,
Just remember,
it
Luke,
only did damage roll.
check twice, maim once.
Yes. Measure once, cut twice. The animated armor is trying to attack this dude. Automatic 20.
Oh, yes.
Temp
Temp
hit
HP.
point. Let's see
Temp-
what it does. That's 5 temp HP for Mr. Animated Armor. And does a whopping 5 damage.
Awesome.
Uses his other hand to slam again.
Dang, son.
Hits. And does 10 damage. Seraphim, you're up. What do you do?
I am going to guiding bolt the pooper in front of me. Yeah.
Damn, son! Stunned for 1 round.
Well, let's see if he survives this at all.
Holy shit.
Oh, well, the medium rolls. In any case, next person has advantage on attacking him. And in that light, I'm going to move myself here to flank him with Trish.
Nice. From the bushes to the north, you see another one rushing
Another one.
up towards the fray, and he attacks with advantage on Kazan. Hits on a 19 and does 8 damage, which is partially absorbed.
Yep, 10 HP.
Trish.
I am simply going to do another attack on the same creature from before.
Oh, so he's still stunned, yeah?
Is he? That was
Yeah, it's at the end of your turn, his stun condition ends.
Perfect.
Nice.
That was 13, nice.
Also, DM number 7 is not in the combat tracker, so I'm not sure if he's stunned from my critical.
Okay, never mind. There you go. And there
Oh,
you
that's
go.
8. Oh, okay, yes.
Damn, son! He's no longer stunned, but on the other hand, very dead.
Awesome.
Dead.
He dead.
He did. And I am going to end my turn.
Alright.
He's fucking armored. That's even better. Right, Tony's gonna run in.
Tony runs in. I'll move
he-
him right here.
And he bites number 7. Did that hit? Because I can't quite see. Because the amount of windows are gonna open. Yes! And then he's gonna hump. Does he have a multi-attack? Nope. So that's Tony's turn.
He's great! This dude is still very stunned until right now, which means that next up is number 12. He tries to attack the animated armor, misses. Rictavio.
Rictavio. He's going to do a lovely guiding bolt against number 8. And he hits. And he shoots and scores. And then puts the lovely effects on him. And then as the bonus action, I'm going to hit number 12 with my spiritual weapon. Fucking where I can find it in my list. There we go.
No.
And miss. It flies into the sky and hits into the ground. It is now Excalibur. And that's my turn.
Alright. Kazan tries to hit number 12, misses, and does the same thing for number 8, but hopefully hits. Hits. No idea why he got advantage, but he did. And that's its turn. Oh yeah, of course. And that means that next up is Seraphim.
Yeah. I am going to yeah, I'm gonna guiding bolt. Oh wait, I did not expend the spell slot last time. There you go. I'm gonna do another guiding bolt against that guy.
Hits.
I love this spell. Here we go.
Damn, son.
And the next person attacking him gains advantage again. Did it apply? It did.
Yep.
And I am going to position myself here, so both the Sabertooth and Trish, like we're making the Holy Trinity of flanking.
Sure. Sure. Remember this. This counts. Remember this.
Just out of interest, anyone seen Hot Fuzz? Not Hot Fuzz, Shaun of the Dead. They're
Yes.
all around him with the paw cues. That's
Yeah.
what I imagine you guys did. In time with the
Yes.
tune.
He attacks the animated armor, hits, and does, of course, a bit of damage. Not a lot. And that means that next up is Pyro Kid Trish.
I turn around and, like, as I'm turning around, immediately swing my rapier at this creature.
You hit on a 17 plus 7 is plus 7. Damn.
Sneak attack damage.
Jeez.
And you slice it through the jugular.
I end my turn.
Alright, and I'm going to try something here because I've just read the pounce thing. It's going to pounce, so I need to make a DC saving throw. Against it. Oh, I've got to do it against that.
Yeah. He fails.
And he's prone, so that means I can make a bite attack in the same stride. Missed that, but as a bonus action. No, I can make the bite as a bonus action, but the actual knocking prone lets me do a claw attack. Yeah. So.
No.
Yeah, it does. If a tiger moves at least 20 feet straight towards a creature, then it hits with a claw attack, which I did. Then the target must succeed a DC 14 save.
Alright,
Right,
next time,
yeah.
next time when you pounce, you first do the claw attack then.
Okay. Learning. Hum. Oh, I did that.
Oh, that's a cool
Anyway.
feature.
Yeah, it's very cool. Wait, why did you do...
I did it wrong. I didn't do it on the character. I wasn't targeting. So,
Okay.
It only
I'm
done it
learning.
once.
I'm learning the system I've been using for a year.
yep.
A year? Well, the
well-
other 2 years on top of that.
Oh yeah,
but-
indeed.
In my defense, I've only used the NPC sheets once or twice because I've only been DM once or twice.
Damn, son!
No.
Yes, that's one.
Not Kazan.
Oh.
Now I'm mad. Now I'm mad.
You may take one bonus action or one extra move action this turn. Well, F in chat for Kazan. The dude cannot really make a move action, but he can try to move here.
Get an attack of opportunity from my weapon.
No, he has never left the area of attack, which means that next up is Rictavio.
Tricky Ricky's gonna do his lovely. Where is it? Another guiding bolt.
Hits
Hit.
on a 13.
5.
Damn.
Boom. And then give the advantage. Then spiritual weapon, he's just going to hit number 12. Hits. And yep. And that's my turn.
Let's see. This one seems to be worse. I'm gonna attack number 12 with a firebolt. And I'm going to place myself here near the cardigan.
Alright.
I need to... There you go.
Well, that's not working. This dude attacks the saber-toothed tiger and does so recklessly, which means he had advantage on the saber-toothed tiger, but also advantage on his next attack against him. It does damage. Pyro Kid Trish, what do you do?
I am going to step into the range of this creature. And like as I'm again, like I just turned around to kill the other guy, I'm turning around again and just going for it in one swing.
Hits. Heavy damage. And bonus damage for your sneak attack. 17 plus
Slightly
10.
disappointed that this one didn't die immediately. I'm gonna end my next turn.
Understand. What does the saber-toothed tiger do?
Tony bites this lovely berserker, hits him, and chews a bite out of it. Hob.
Hop.
Sister?
Number 12. Does he get advantage on this? Yes, he does. Attacks the saber-toothed tiger and misses with a double 4 on his advantage. That's his turn. Rictavio.
Tricky Ricky. He's gonna do a lovely sacred flame.
Misses.
Misses.
Natural 2.
Spiritual. So spiritual weapon is gonna hit number 12. Bam.
Misses on a natural 1.
Guess he's doing nothing. And that's my turn.
Well, it's not doing nothing. It's a -5 for all attacks the next 1d3 rounds. Which is 1 round.
Where is it? I'm gonna do my firebolt again towards number 8.
It just
Oh, that's-
whizzes over his head.
Yeah. Yeah. That's it.
Number 8 changes tactics, sees that somebody is attacking him. And uses its attack recklessly against Trish. Rolls a 16, does a lot of
Doing
damage.
my uncanny dodge.
Again, this time on time. With
Yes.
a 6 damage, which means that next round. All attacks against him have a disadvantage. I think this is it? Probably, yeah.
Wait, attacks
Trish
against him have
have
attacks against him
advantage.
have disadvantage.
No, attacks against him have advantage.
I think you give him disadvantage. Yes.
Let's just see what happens when you roll.
Yeah, okay. So, on the upswing,
You can roll again. See if you get a natural 20.
yeah.
And she does!
Oh.
Ooh, I gain a random magic item.
Yes you do.
Oh, holy shit. Well, and also level appropriate.
Level appropriate.
Let me first do some damage, and it already dies.
Nice. Awesome.
Very well.
Let's see.
Hit that.
Ooh!
Ooh.
You slice off, like he reaches towards you, and you slice off all of his fingers, which makes him bleed to death. And as his fingers twirl up in the air, one of his rings lets loose You grab it. And it looks like this.
Ooh.
That's very pretty.
Everyone. Ooh.
And I will put it in your inventory.
Man, that's a nice natural
Yeah.
20.
Alright, just gonna put it back in my pocket to have a look at later. And then I end my turn.
Alright, what does the saber-toothed tiger do?
He's going to fight number 12. Is him.
Is he though?
Hob. Yes, Hob. And that's his turn.
Right, this dude is pretty beat up. But his recklessness makes it so he attacks with advantage on the saber-toothed tiger. Almost a natural 20. Hits. And that's his turn. Rictavio, if you attack him, you have advantage.
Well, I'm going to use my spiritual weapon as my bonus action first.
So
hopefully
that has
should-
advantage, but still with a -5. With a
So that
-5, no.
So let's try again with the advantage.
-5,
There
no.
you go. Huh?
It was
No,
one
no,
D3 rounds, so it's the full round.
So then as my main action then, I'm going to do a lovely guiding bolt on his ass.
But that hits.
Boom. He dead.
Hey.
That's my turn.
And that means that the danger has passed. You have seen the awesome might of Terry,
Tony.
Tony.
Anthony. Let's call it
Terry.
Joby. Let's call it
It's not.
Joby.
Yes, let's.
Bit
Joby
wise,
the
because
tiger.
I'm great.
Yes.
I imagine you get back in the car.
I pet Tony. Well done, old chap.
And head on towards Valaki.
On the way, I'm gonna take a look at this ring and gonna have Seraphim take a look as well to see if it's magic and or what it does.
Yeah, sure. We're still like more than an hour away from Valaki, right?
Yeah.
Okay. So I'll ritual cast detect magic to help with it to see if it's magical, and then like from there I deduce the school and go into looking what the item actually does.
All right. So you're on the road. Looking at this ring. You can tell just by looking at it, just by the glimmer of the sapphire in it, that it is indeed magical. And it's a ring of reaction.
Haha.
It's worth 500 to 5,000 gold pieces. While you wear this ring, difficult terrain does not cost you extra movement. In addition, magic can neither reduce your speed nor cause you to be paralyzed or restrained.
Yeah, that's good for someone who can climb up walls.
Yeah.
Indeed.
Yeah, that's some good shit. I immediately put it on.
And the moment you put it on, you feel like nothing in the world can stop you.
Can't stop me now.
Thank you all for a lovely, lovely session.
Thank you.
Thank you, Coins.
Yeah, thank you.
We'll see you all next week.